Okay, so I have combined Michael's head and the giraffe's body, and now I'm going to clean up. If you go in here and look, you can see that, that's a little awkward. Certainly, that's not very good, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use sculpting tools to doctor this up. So if I come over here and select sculpt, there are a whole bunch of different things. I can drag and look like that. I don't think that would do, so I'm going to hit Control Z to undo it. I'm going to instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to flatten. Okay, and you can obviously mess with all these different things. I got to be honest with you, I don't get that serious about this stuff. I'm going to flatten, and then one thing I'm going to do is you can change the size of your tool. That would be way too big. I'm going to change my size, and then also your strength. I want to move that down. I'm going to move it down. I'm going to start off at, say, 59%. And again, I'm just guessing. I'll move my size up a little bit. And this is just something, honestly, you play with. But I'm going to start. If I come over here to the left, and I'm going to go ahead and make it a little bit bigger. A little stronger. If it's too strong, ooh, that's pretty strong. So I'm rolling over and just tapping the left of the mouse, trying not to overdo it. And you can see that probably indented it too much. I'm going to Control Z and pop that back out a little bit. And then I'm going to ease off my strength a little bit and even my size and come back, and it was even too strong. So I'm going to Control Z it, and I'm going to reduce my strength, and I want to be able to kind of gently, that's pretty good, gently do that. But I'll be able to even draw it back out a little bit or inflate it and kind of play. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make a relatively smooth transition from the neck to the head so it looks somewhat normal. This is where maybe if I had done a little more work in enlarging or shrinking, I can see that certainly needs to be flattened. But I'm going to try to go right along that line there. And a little bit. Let's see this. Ooh, here's this bad edge over here. I'm going to do some doctoring. But again, I'm just flattening that. And again, I'll keep on changing views, and this is just kind of a process that you might want to spend 15 or 20 minutes if you're trying to be perfect. I'm not trying to be too terribly perfect. I'm just going in there, and I'm not holding us down, but rather I'm gently clicking and letting off and trying to flow with my mouse back and forth over it. Again, I'm not some sort of terribly talented artist. Those of you who are artists and want to go crazy with tools, do it and then teach me. That would be appreciated. But that's starting to do pretty well. I'll go ahead and back out here and see where I'm going here. So pretty good. I think his neck sticks out a little bit right here. Let's see if that did any good or not. But you can kind of get the idea of what I'm doing. And this is going to take a little time of you guys just kind of messing with it. I'm going to look right, zoom in, and that needs to be flattened out. Oh, yeah, that was nice. Again, I'm just going to keep on rotating around until I'm satisfied. And one of the toughest things, well, I'm not artistic. I understand a little bit about the process. One of the toughest things for an artist is to know when they're done, because it seems like you can always go back and tweak this and this and that. I want to flatten that a little bit. But I'm going to go ahead and call that done at this point. All right. Now, let's see. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get off of that. I'll hit the edit button but I'm going to kind of look around the general thing. So I have Michael on a giraffe's head, and that's pretty good. Alright, so at this point, I'm going to go ahead and hit save. And now I would be ready to export this for print. So I might transform it up above that, but frankly I don't think I need to. So I would go to File, and I would go to Export, and I want to make sure that this says STL binary format, and I would put Michael for print. And I'm going to go ahead and save it in the Scandi Uploads Projects folder. And then I simply need you to give me that STL and it will be printed for you. But I'm going to go ahead and print this, hopefully over the weekend, so I can show you on Monday what this looks like. But, yeah, I'd probably doctor that if I were doing more than an example, but for describing the process, it's pretty good. So